I know I just spoke to you guys, but it's something else that I kind of left out when I said, and this is going to be addressed to women, okay? And I'm going to try to help you guys out, brothers. I'm not snitching or whatever. I'm trying to help you as well, okay? Ladies, we're not that complicated, okay? We're not that hard. We're easy to figure out, but we also recognize a certain level of bullshit, you know, when it comes to you. You smell it, and you kind of want to turn your nose up to it, okay? First of all, when you sit there and say, you meet a guy for the first time and you say, well, what are your goals? Or what are you planning on? What are you looking for in a relationship? Well, I'm looking for somebody to take care of me, to give me the princess or queen treatment I deserve. Skirt. Time out. What do you mean deserve? You mean what you earn? And you ain't earned shit when you met a guy 5 minutes ago and you tell him you want to take you shopping or, want to buy you the bag, or buy you a car or put you in a house, don't even know your middle name. Now that's kind of ballsy, okay? So right then we'd know that you're not for us, okay? Because you will move on to the next guy because he may have $5 more than what you have, okay? We want a woman. Yes, we all want a woman that's a lady in public and a freak in the bed. Okay, that's no secret. Okay. Now, is it a woman when she have her ass hanging out or the titties bouncing everywhere or whatever? You know, to me, that's your choice to dress that way. But any self-respecting brother that's looking for a good woman won't even look twice at you. Now, there's those out there that want to hit it. Okay, and they'll lie to you just like you're lying to them. Okay. So obviously, don't sit there and say you're looking for a good man. Say you're looking for somebody to take care of you. Well, I ain't your daddy. They're not your daddy. They're not your parents. You know, can't take care of yourself. That's your problem. Okay. Nobody wants to take care of a grown person. Don't get me wrong. Everybody needs help every now and then. But if you're not trying to help yourself or you're trying to use people to get ahead, where's your self-respect? You haven't earned shit. Okay. So quit saying what you deserve. You don't deserve a damn thing, as far as I'm concerned. You know. And if you meet a person on the street, y'all both walking, and you look at him, and like I said, he's not wearing the latest clothes or whatever, or he's walking. Now you may be walking to your car, he may be walking to his. But to sit there and say, "Oh, I don't want to talk to you, you walking." Well, hell, you walking too. So you're judging a book by its cover. Okay. Now, another thing is, you don't have to be a Bible thumper. You don't have to be, so religious. Now, I'm not saying turn against God. Now, I'm not getting into the religious aspect. But I'm saying, if you have God in your life that much, okay, and it's a good thing, but you can't force it on somebody else, you know. And don't sit there and talk. Come on now, you sit there and talk about God on Sunday, maybe even Friday, and then Saturday in the club shaking everything don't move. Come on, let's be real. Let's keep it real. All right. The easy way to get a man. Don't tell me you cook and clean for shit. I can clean for myself. I can cook for myself. I can't cook no gourmet meals or nothing, but I cook enough to survive. So telling me you cook and clean, what does that mean? You know? And I answer, yeah, I cook, I clean, I got a good mind, I'm funny. Look at me. Okay. I'm looking at you. And there's always somebody that looks better. There's always somebody that's cuter, finer, or whatever. Okay. It's about what you got up here and what you got in here. Okay. Because like I said, over time, all that shit's gonna go to hell. You know? And that's all you're gonna have. So, like I said, when you sit by yourself, you can't say, well, look at me. Well, no. Okay. So start out by having respect for yourself. Because if you don't respect yourself, how can you ask me to? Okay. If you don't have it in your heart to be a good person and you want to be a user, scammer or whatever you want to call it, what do you think you're gonna get? And it's crazy that a woman said, "Oh, I only date scammers and ballers." So if they get caught with drugs in the car because they balling, your ass going to jail right along with them. Man, keep that in the back of your mind. Okay. So now, excuse me, enough with all that. Listen, all we want is someone that we know if the push comes to shove, when things are down, my girl or my woman, my wife, my boo thing is going to be riding right along with me. She ain't going to hit the bricks first time a sign of trouble. She going to pick up the slack, you know, because any self-respecting man, one, he wants a better life for his family than he had. Okay. And now things turn for the worse sometimes, you know, but it also can make you stronger. You know, you make a bad investment or whatever, you get knocked down. Okay, then you pick yourself up and move forward. And it's a lot easier to do when you have a woman by your side that wants to be there, not feel like they have to be there or whatever ulterior motives there is. Strictly want to be there to be your rock, be somebody you can lean on. Okay. Now, when most men find that are looking for that, you know, they're not going to screw it up. Of course, on the other hand, you got some idiots, that will screw it up or whatever, or think they got something better out there. It's not always the case. So if you're sitting there trying to figure out, well, I really want, to date this guy or whatever, you know, back when I was growing up, women would approach men and say, hey, well, what's your name? You cute, whatever the case may be. Can we get to know each other? That's how you start a conversation. Can we get to know each other? You can't get to know somebody because they want to go shopping. That's not how it works. When you say that to me, get the hell on. Okay. Now, don't try to be slick with it because eventually it will show. Like I said, if a man is into you and wants to be with you, you won't have to ask him for anything. He'll do it all on his own. But if you're coming right off the rip with that, most men that are looking for someone to be with, they're not going to go for that because they already see through you. All right. So quit asking for stuff. Let us be men. Let us do what we want to do, not what you feel like you deserve, because in order to deserve something, you got to earn it. And you ain't earn a damn thing by sitting there saying you look pretty or you could cook or clean. That's not going to earn you anything because you're not doing it for me. I don't know you, And why the hell would I take you shopping? I don't even know who you are. Okay. So usually a person that acts that way, something has happened in their life. Okay. And since I'm talking to women, either you were dogs or one of your friends were dogs or whatever, and it's like, it's all about me. I'm not dealing with it. This is how I'm going to be or whatever. Now, who wins? You or the person that did you dirty? Because in my opinion, they still have power over you because you changed totally who you were to a negative side, whereas you probably was a positive person. Okay. And I'm not trying to dismiss your hurt or whatever, because that's true pain. But you never let anybody change you into something less than what you were. Okay. You never make it where you're a negative or a liability than being a positive influence in a man's life. Okay. We all get hurt sooner or later, more or less. Okay. It's what you do after the fact. Okay. Don't let anybody steal your thunder or your sunshine. Okay. Cooking cleaning is good. Okay. It's not the most important thing. Okay. But it is good to a sense. Like I said, what's more important is here, here. I can't have a conversation if I'm sitting there talking about something and you don't have a clue of what I'm talking about. Yeah, we can have a little chit chat here and there, whatever. How's the weather, blah, blah, blah. But when the subject is deep, I need to know that you can keep up. Okay. And when I'm sitting there telling you what has happened to my heart, you know, and you're blowing it off. So why would I think you're interested in my well-being or what my pain has made me who I am? Okay. You have to listen, you know, and a man will tell you just about everything about who they are and what they've been to if you truly listen, you know. But if you tune it out, you're going to miss a lot of valuable information, not for you to use them, but for you to get to know them, okay? And getting to know a man, if he truly feels like you're interested in him and you truly care about his well-being, you know, that means a lot. Because, like I said, you can't do it to try to get something because that's not going to work. Eventually, that's going to fail. But if you do it because you genuinely care for that person, that's going to go a long ways. You know, I mean, because like I said, most men that truly know what they want, you know, and will it be appreciative of what they have, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to go out there and cheat, excuse me, or anything like that. Trust me. I'm not 100, 200 years old, but I've been around long enough. I've seen a lot of things, you know, and that's just the way the world works. And that's the way it should be between a man and a woman. It's not about materialistic things. It's not about what I can do for you or what I can get out of you. It's about trying to make that person part of you. Okay. And when you're vibing as one, you'd be surprised at many things you accomplish. Well, okay, let me give you an example for you. People to talk about what you deserve. Okay. Let's change that and say, well, I'll earn what I deserve. Okay. It's not a problem having a high opinion of yourself. I get it. Confidence or whatever. Such thing as overconfidence. Because nobody, because of the way they look, deserve anything. Okay. You can't go and get a job and say, hey, look how I look. Can I have your job? You know, will you hire me? Oh, I deserve this job, you know, because I dressed for it. Yeah, well, good luck with that in the interview. Okay. Next. So we are very simple creatures that can make life complicated. Okay. And what I mean by that is all we want, and I reiterate this fact, all we want is somebody that truly loves us and that we can love you. Okay. You're gonna have good days and bad days. Okay. But like I said, if you tackle that and everything else as one, okay, sometimes there's gonna be whereas your wife, your girlfriend, or whatever idea may be better than yours. Don't knock it because it's hers and you the man, okay? You can still be the man, but you gotta be able to listen to what makes sense. You know, it doesn't matter who the idea comes from, okay? It's a matter of what it benefits, you know, the pros and the cons, okay? Because there may be times where you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that something will or will not work, okay? I get it, okay? But sometimes you got to let it play out to prove a point. As long as it doesn't hurt you financially, emotionally, or whatever, okay? Then somebody has to say, well, wait a minute, this is not going to work, period. But you always got to listen to everybody's opinion. Okay, now I'm getting off a little script, but I'm just giving some extra whatever. Now, ladies, I know a lot of good brothers out there. So y'all quit that line saying ain't no good brothers out there. Okay? Put yourself in our position. If we had 6 kids by 6 baby mamas, would you want to date them? Okay? Would you want to deal with them? One, they ain't got no money to do anything. Okay? And that tells you that they're not loyal. Okay? Most likely not loyal. So why would you want another 6 miles added? Okay? It's very rare that a woman will take a man that already has 6 kids, unless she's selling it or just wants somebody in her life and don't care about the situation. Okay? So now that's one thing. The other thing is If I don't see no value in you, okay, whereas we're so-called dating and it's the beginning, okay, and you're going here, you're going there, you got girls trip or whatever. I'm cooking, cleaning for myself. You call yourself my woman, you in the club and this and that. What the hell do I need you for? Okay, why would I entertain calling myself your man? Okay, and you stand all out. First of all, no woman that has a man or in a relationship should be out all night. Okay, yes, you can go out to parties. Yes, you can go out to clubs. But when the sun comes up, your ass should have been there 4 or 5 hours by now. Okay, probably get some flack from that. But it's true. What are you doing at 2 o'clock in the morning? Okay, no self-respecting woman, especially as dangerous as times are now, is going to be out there in a club drinking, and then talking about coming home. Okay. Or, oh, I was too drunk to drive or whatever. Then why would you drink that much where you couldn't drive home? Okay. That don't even sound right. So don't make me worry any more than I have to. Don't make me start getting thoughts in my mind because we're all human. Our mind tends to race at certain times, especially when the track is wet. And what I mean by that is, if you're sitting there giving me a reason to worry or give me a reason to be suspicious, I'm going to be suspicious. Okay. Now, me personally, I'm not going to act on it, but I will. It will make me be more vigilant. It will make me pay more attention. Okay. And when we start doing that, you know, we're human. We're not made of stone. We start thinking something's going on. Okay. Now, it may not, we may cause a problem where there isn't any. But like I said, don't make me worried the more than I have to. Don't make me suspicious by your actions. Okay. And it's not being insecure. If you're sitting there and you letting a dude rub on your butt and I walk up, you stop. Now, how would you feel if I was doing that to a woman, another woman? Okay. So the bottom line is to get us is really it's simple. Treat us like you want to be treated. You want to be pampered. You want somebody to love you. You want somebody to embrace you and hold you and talk to you, pick you up when you fall down, encourage you. We ain't no different. Now, I ain't saying you got to kiss our butt because we shouldn't have to do it to you. But it's all about caring. And like I said, once you start thinking about here and here, it'll pretty much tell you once you get to know that person, what it is to keep that person or have that person in your life. Okay. So, like I said, we're not complicated. We're very simple. Hell, if I can get a bologna sandwich, and a Coke or a Sunkist orange, as far as I'm concerned, you cook because you didn't have to get up to do anything. You know, it's not about 8 course meals. Okay. But why? Yes, you should go out sometime. Yes, you should splurge at a restaurant or whatever. But why spend all that money, in a restaurant surrounded by strangers, okay, just to say, well, I've been to 5-star restaurant, okay? The same food gonna come out the same way, whether it's 5-star restaurant or it's made on your stove at home. Me personally, I like the personal touch, okay? And yes, I do like going out every now and then, okay? But to me, it means more like me. I'm not a great cook. Now, I can fry the hell out of some chicken and pork chops, and barbecue. That's the extent of my skills. Now, I bake as well, okay? But I know my limitations, okay? Now, could I learn to do more? Sure, I could. You know, do I try sometimes? Yeah, I've tried different things I've learned. And see, that's because I love my wife. And how does it feel whereas I get home and how should she feel, in other words? She been working all night or all day. I get home before her and she has to come in and cook. Okay. That's not fair to her, you know. So regardless, and here's the thing, and here's the key to it all. The point I'm trying to make is she doesn't matter what it is. Okay. I mean, she doesn't care what it is, but she appreciates the fact that I cook. Okay. And she doesn't have to. Brothers, like I said, if you only know how to make breakfast, shit, breakfast for dinner sometimes is good, you know? But it's the thought that counts. You bother to cook so she wouldn't have to. Okay. So, ladies, you may be tired. Okay. But there's nothing wrong with if the man can do it for you, why you can't do it for him? Okay. Or to sit there and say, "Ah, you better go get your damn mom to cook for you. I don't cook." Does that even make sense? So, what you won't do, a woman that's looking for a good man will be more than happy to do. Okay. Now, I've been in situations similar to that, and I dealt with it as long as I could. Then I made a decision is I'm not going to waste my life on somebody that don't give a damn about me. I'm going to find somebody that truly cares about me, truly cares about me, and allows me to care about them. So, got a little long-winded, but hopefully I gave a few pointers to you ladies out there. And if something else you want to ask me or ask my opinion on something, feel free to comment, reach out. I'll respond, and I'll tell you my opinion. Okay. And that's just what it is, my opinion, you know. Now, someone else may have a better opinion and someone else may have a negative opinion. It all depends on what you're going to accept. But the bottom line is it's okay to be alone. Okay. Until you get yourself together. Then when you know you got yourself together, if you're good enough for yourself, then you should be good enough for a man, a good man. Okay. Now that's provided that you're looking for all the right things. Because to say you're good enough for yourself, if all you want to be a streetwalker, well, that doesn't take a lot of brain power. Okay. But if you are good enough to be a wife and you know those qualities, what it takes to be a wife, then you'll be good enough to be somebody's wife. You'll be good enough for a good man to make you his wife. That's the thing about it is we have to want to. You can't make it. I don't care what you do. I don't care how many kids you have. You can't make a man marry you. And if you try to force our hand or push us or give us an ultimatum, guess what? Ghost gone. We don't like to be told what to do. We like to have a conversation. We like to have discuss things, and we make a decision together. But I know for me, I don't like nobody trying to tell me what to do. Okay, ask my opinion. Ask me what I think. You know, it's not making me better than you or higher than you or you asking my opinion. You asking me what I think. And that's a value. We value that. Okay. But you make decisions without my input. Oh, we going here tonight and all you need to do is go and find something to wear. Here, I want you to wear this. Well, shit, you want to put it on me too? Okay. Yes. You could probably have a better fashion sense than I do, or if you don't like what I'm wearing or whatever, you know, now I can see if I'm wearing some golf pants, golf shoes or whatever. Okay. Okay. And we're going to a very nice restaurant. I get it. Okay. What I'm talking about within reason. You know, don't try to dress me like your former man. Don't try to make me into your former man. Let me be the man that I am for you. Like I always said, I'm not perfect, and neither are you, but we can be perfect for each other. So, like I said, hopefully this helps. Any comments or replies or whatever, I will answer. And good luck. Because believe it or not, it ain't rocket scientist and it's not complicated. So stop that shit. Good men are hard to find. You're looking in all the wrong places and you're acting all the wrong ways. That's the bottom line. Y'all have a good evening.